todo. Adiós.
¿Cómo me quieres? Ah, la rampa es peligrosa, pero los escalones no.
Son 3 y aparte tus botas son a prueba de nieve. ¿Quién sabe qué más difícil te ponga? A ver, quiero ver cómo lo hace quitar esa nieve.
No se abre la puerta. Ahí déjamela.
Se puede quebrar.
Majority Leader Mitch McConnell won't even raise them. So we have
the Democrats in the House have not tried hard enough to investigate, not tried hard enough to get administration witnesses before them and administration documents before them, that they just kind of punted and issued that article of impeachment. Does this in fact seem like a new level of the president ignoring Congress's power to investigate and oversee?
There's no question. I mean, if lawyers and presidents don't have the opportunity to flout established law and force Congress in this instance to go back to court to get judges to say what the law already is. I mean, there's no law supporting blanket unlimited immunity.
And also appalled by Pelosi.
We're islands. Islands are nice. We wouldn't have done that. It was just disrespectful.
Nancy Pelosi crossed the line, you're saying, by ripping up
Absolutely.
this speech. Well, I mean, let me ask you where your line is with Trump. A few years ago, he made fun of a physically disabled reporter.
That was taken out of context. That's fake news. And it makes us angry when I can see the context. I'm like, how is this spreading? How can this be?
This is so interesting. It's like two different realities. After news of his death, Kobe Bryant-related merchandise started moving back, especially the sneaker print.
Pretty much the same day that he passed, everything that we had available was just gone.
Candace Gray works at Shoe Palace on Melrose Avenue in Mid-City, Los Angeles.
That following morning, we got hit very hard with a lot of people hoping to be able to grab whatever they could as far as remembering.
But while some shoppers were in it for the sentiment, others were just looking to make a quick buck by flipping the shoes online. On one website, shoes made famous by Bryant began selling for well over double they were just hours before. Not uncommon, says Rob DeGeezy at the Wharton School.
Well, when a celebrity dies, there's certainly a lot of human sentiment involved, and that'll spike demand. And the market isn't necessarily ready for that.
Leading to higher prices on a range of items. But DeGeezy says the spike is just that. Prices level out over time. That means dealers and fans must choose. If you sell now or hold on.
There's a lot of our Kobe's right here that we put away. More scattered everywhere.
At second-hand sneaker shop Cool Kicks, also in Mid-City, co-owners Adil Shams and Davon Artist chose to hold on to them. The store stocked several models over Brian's career, but this afternoon of his dad, the two pulled him from the shower. We felt like all the retailers were ready to come to the store and take all our items and try to make money off this thing, and we were opposed to that. After we took, everything off the shelf, everyone wants to come in either, looking for an item, or they want to sell the item they have, the profit, because, they see a market is going increasing crazy right now, too. Over 100 pairs now sit in a back room. Kind of has this almost like a church-like feel in a way, because it's like, these are the last of the last. Does that hit you ever?
Last, they're going to be idolized by my children's children. I don't want to have to worry about not having something that my kids can have tangible, be able to explain the magnitude of who Kobe Bryant was.
Though prices may soar, for fans like Gray, memories are priceless. For NPR News, I'm Austin Cross in Los Angeles. This is NPR News. And in West Texas, this is NPR News on Marfa Public Radio. It is 8:49. I'm Carlos Morales. Thanks for tuning in on this Wednesday morning. West Texas is experiencing its first significant area-wide snowstorm since 2015. Rick Lujan is with the National Weather Service in Midland.
Locally around Midland, Odessa, we're seeing a general 5 to 8 inches as we head to the northeast. We've got some higher totals, even some 8 to 10 from Big Spring to Snyder.
Snow totals around the Big Bend region are hovering around an inch, with the Davis Mountains getting the highest accumulations so far. But according to Lujan, a second band of snow is expected to drop more in the Big Bend area over the next several hours. The National Weather Service has also issued a winter weather advisory in the Rio Grande area this morning. Because of this morning's weather conditions, the Texas Department of Transportation is encouraging drivers to stay off the roads around the Permian Basin. Overpasses across the region are slick with ice and snow, and roadways are slippery from Fort Stockton to Pecos, Monahans, Odessa, Midland, and beyond. All roads are technically open, however, the caprock between Monahans and Odessa on I-20 is slow-moving as big trucks are struggling with the incline there. Road conditions may worsen overnight and into tomorrow morning as the temperature drops into the teens. In the Big Bend region, some roadways are seeing patches of slippery ice and snow east, west, and north of Marfa, including highways 17 at 90 and 118. Again, Fort Davis has been seeing the most snowfall in the region this morning. To stay up to date on the latest road conditions, head to drivetexas.org, and you can find weather-related school closures at marfapublicradio.org. It's Morning Edition from NPR News. I'm Steve Inskeeper.
And I'm Noel King. Good morning. The Oscars are on Sunday, and one movie caught our attention this year because of its really original and pleasantly weird premise. It's called Klaus. It was written and directed and drawn by Spanish animator Sergio Pablos.
I was supposed to turn over there. I got lost a little bit.
Like that.
Oh yeah, you too, guys.
That was the one that kind of hit me. I was like,
Yeah.
well, how great would it be to find my own already existing character that is missing that chapter, and if it can find an interesting way. And I was not looking for Santa. I landed on Santa, and the first instinct was like, nah. And I just hooked on, and I kept looking, because I felt that the first notion that came to mind was a very happy film. But I just kept going back, well, if I can find that non-corny version of the story, it might be something interesting.
Klaus doesn't take place in the North Pole. It takes place in a remote, snowy town called Smeerenburg that seems Scandinavian. Smeerenburg is a bad, dark place. Two big families have been warring for centuries, and they spend most of their time creatively and sometimes hilariously attacking each other. Meanwhile, there's this scary hermit who lives alone in the woods. His name is Klaus.
He knows.
What do you mean?
He sees every mischief, prank, and dirty deed. He keeps a list. The naughty list, he calls it.
Why?
Trust me, you do not want to be on the naughty list.
Klaus, the movie, is handled If you remember Disney movies like Beauty and the Beast or Aladdin, it looks like that. It looks like a throwback, a beautiful one. Pablos worked for Disney in the 90s, back when hand-drawn animation was king. But then CGI came along and the industry started to change. So he went back to Spain and he kept drawing.
The film is actually hand-drawn. I mean, we actually went old school with this one and we called that up.